Chicago, we invite you to enjoy Life. Life with Luigi, a new comedy show created by Cy Howard and starring J.Carrol Nash. A year ago, when Luigi Basco left Italy to start his new life in America, he promised his mother that he would write her and tell her about his adventures. So now we look over Luigi's shoulder as he writes another letter to Mama Basco in Italy.
Dear Mamma Mia, how you like the news from England? Princess Elizabeth, she have a little boy. So now England, she's really a mother country. In the last letter, you say you're surprised that my English writing is so good. I can explain you why. First thing, when I come to Chicago, I go to night school at night. I wish you, Mamma Mia, you could see my teacher, Miss Spaulding. She's got beautiful eyes like a Mediterranean. Her hair is gold like a sun over Alps. And her shape. Mamma Mia, if Italy isn't in such a good shape, they don't need a Marshall Plan. So you see, Mamma Mia, I'm studying very hard because I don't want to be like our countryman Pasquale who bring me here. He is here 26 years, and all he knows is 2 words, money and rosa. It's too bad that she is not worth her weight in gold. She's so fat, Mamma Mia, that if a fella marries her, he is a commit to bigamy. But this morning, I'm not thinking about Pasquale or Rosa. I'm talking to my 12-year-old general manager, Jimmy O'Connor, who is like my son. And I'm helping him with his lessons before he goes to school. I say to him, what are you doing, Jimmy?
An algebra problem. It's pretty tough, too.
Stop looking for the answer in the back of the book. Is not honest. Read me the question and I give you the answer.
But is it honest if you figure out the answer for me?
Don't worry, I won't. But I try. It's all common sense. Now read me question.
Okay. If Tom can dig a ditch in 2 hours, and Harry can dig the same ditch in 1 hour, how long would it take Tom and Harry if they dig together?
Oh. What answer it gives in the back of the book?
You told me not to look.
That's right. We use the common sense. If Harry digs a hole in 2 hours...
No, Tom digs the hole in 2 hours.
The same thing. Later they're going to dig the hole together, so it makes no difference.
Well, never mind, boss. I'll figure it out in school.
Never put off it, Jimmy. It's a bad habit. We figure out by common sense. Tom digs hole in 2 hours. Harry digs the same hole in 1 hour.
Right. How long would it take Tom and Harry if they dig together?
It's a funny thing.
What's funny?
Just 2 weeks ago was election. Harry stands still and Tom digs his own hole. I'm sorry, Jimmy. Maybe it's a little hard to figure out by common sense.
Oh, that's okay, Mr. Luigi. You helped me with my American history.
It's my favorite subject. Jimmy, you're a lucky boy you're born here.
Boss, do you really wish you were born in America?
Yes. And next time I'm born, I know better. Jimmy, it's getting late. You better go in back, have a glass of milk, and go to school.
Okay.
Well, I think I dust off my antiques. No, better I put dust on antiques. Makes them look older.
Hello, Mr. Luigi.
Good morning, my teacher, Miss Spaulding. It's a big pleasure to see you.
I was on my way to school, so I thought I'd drop in for a minute.
It's a wonderful idea. Look, our whole place light up because you're here. Please, sit down on this Teddy Roosevelt rocking chair.
Why do you call it a Teddy Roosevelt rocking chair? It has no arms and it's rather hard.
Teddy Roosevelt was a rough rider.
Well, I'll take this chair. It seems more comfortable.
Fine. It's also a good chair. American mahogany, Duncan 5-star.
Good. Then I can be patriotic and comfortable at the same time.
Is it all right if I sit next to you?
Certainly it's all right.
Thank you. How's the business, Miss Spaulding?
Well, teaching school can hardly be called a business.
But it must be a wonderful thing to be teacher. Everybody, they love you. They respect you. I bet you all the kids in your class, they're crazy about you.
Yes, but they have a quaint way of showing it.
What do you mean?
Well, Mr. Basco, did you ever spend a day dodging spitballs? Or did you ever shake hands with a piece of bubble gum? Or were you ever hit by a jet-propelled eraser?
Miss Spaulding, your life, she's in danger.
Well, it's not as serious as that, Mr. Basco.
Well, if the kids do bad things, you tell me, Miss Spaulding. I teach them respect.
Oh, no, Mr. Luigi, we don't use force.
Then how you punish them?
Well, occasionally we keep them after school.
Miss Spaulding, do me a favor. Please punish me, huh? Now, that's better. Don't be sad no more. All you need, Miss Spaulding, is same thing everybody needs. Somebody who's saying nice things. Especially if somebody is a nicer fella. If I'm 10 years younger. Miss Spaulding, and if I have a big store like a Marshall and Fields, then I buy you the whole store in the school and I give you for Christmas a present. Then I go there every day and I hold your hand like this and I say, "Good morning, my beautiful teacher, Miss Spaulding."
Mr. Luigi, I could kiss you for that.
Boss, I finished my milk.
Jimmy, go back and drink 2 more quarts.
I didn't know you were here, Miss Spaulding.
Yes, so I am. I just dropped in. In fact, I'm leaving. That's right. We'll walk to school together, Mr. Luigi. I mean, Jimmy.
Sure.
Goodbye, my teacher, Miss Spaulding.
Goodbye, Mr. Luigi. Will I see you this afternoon?
You see me anytime you like, Miss Spaulding.
I mean, at the PTA meeting.
PTA? Are you on a relief, Miss Spaulding?
No, PTA means Parent Teachers Association. Didn't you give Mr. Luigi one of those notices, Jimmy?
I forgot.
Why you forget such a thing as Jimmy? Sure I go, Miss Spaulding.
But, boss, it's mostly mothers.
So what? I'm like a mother to you, Jimmy. Miss Spaulding, is it true that is all the mothers at the PTA?
Well, the odds are that you'll be the only man among 30 or 40 ladies.
That's so wonderful odds. Well, I dust my statues. See you this afternoon at the meeting.
Jimmy, why didn't you tell Mr. Luigi about the PTA meeting?
I just told you. I forgot.
You're not ashamed of him, are you, Jimmy?
No, of course not. It's only that...
That what?
Oh, nothing, Miss Spaulding.
You better tell me, Jimmy.
Well, it's just that you don't know Mr. Luigi like I do.
What do you mean?
If there's more than 2 people around, he thinks it's his duty to make a speech.
That isn't true, Jimmy.
Oh, yes, it is. At the July 4th ball game between our scout teams, he made us stop the game so he could read the preamble to the Constitution. And this was with 3 men on base.
I think that's very commendable.
And you should hear those speeches he makes to the statues. Yesterday, I heard him talk to the statue of Patrick Henry all about liberty and death. At the end of an hour, I swear I heard Patrick Henry say, "Give me death."
Well, I'm sure no such thing will happen this afternoon.
Don't be too sure, Miss Spaulding. He's so good-natured and he's so happy to be invited someplace that he'll wind up serving the food, making a speech, taking tickets at the door, and finding out if the people are related to the signers of the Declaration of Independence.
I just don't believe it, Jimmy. Mr. Luigi just wants to participate in civic activities. He wants to feel that he belongs. The PTA meeting this afternoon will help round him out.
Sure. And flatten out everyone else.
Luigi, my friend. Hello, Luigi. Hello.
Hello, Pasquale. I come over to ask you a little favor.
Sure, everybody who comes to my spaghetti palace, they call it a favor at the place. What do you want?
I have to go to Jimmy's school this afternoon.
What's the matter? The kid in the trouble?
No, I must make speech.
Then the whole school's in the trouble. What for you want to make a speech?
You don't understand, Pasquale. Is Parent Teachers Association.
What's the matter? You crazy. In the first place, you're no parent. In the second place, you're no team.
Then I must be association.
You go too many places, Luigi. Always a running like a little mouse. Stay home and mind your own business.
Is my business what happened in school?
Who asked you to make the speech? Jimmy?
No.
Mrs. Spaulding?
No, it's my own idea.
You're going to make a speech?
Well, what's so funny?
Listen, Luigi. Right now, everything she's a fine between the United States and Italy. You make a speech and the whole of war starts up again. Please, keep your mouth shut.
Is a free speech in the United States, so I speak.
In the second place, Luigi, this meeting is for ladies, not for men. What for you go?
Maybe I meet the nice American lady.
It's only mothers go, not the single ladies.
So is maybe nice widow lady.
Widow lady? What's the matter with my daughter Rosa?
She's not a widow.
You marry her now, we see what happens later.
Pasquale, I'm not coming to talk about Rosa.
Luigi, my friend, why you don't want to marry my Rosa? Just because she's a little bit chubby?
A little bit. Mamma mia, if I marry Rosa, it's not a marriage, it's a project. But no more talk about Rosa.
All right. We don't talk about Rosa.
Thank you, Pasquale.
Luigi, is it not the parent that teaches a meeting for children's mothers?
Maybe. But Jimmy, he was born 12 years ago. He has no mother.
Rosa can be his mother.
She's 12 years too late.
Then what do you want from me?
When I go to meeting, please take care of my store.
All right. I send a Rosa.
Oh, no. It's like a bull in china shop. Never mind. I close up place. I put out sign to help yourself. Goodbye, Pasquale.
Hey. Wait, Luigi. You gonna go to a PTA meeting like this?
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Look at the way you look. Look at your suit. You're the only fella in Chicago who's wearing a green jacket with 6 buttons in the front and a belt in the back. And look at your pants. Where's the crease? Only bumps.
That's from keeping pants under the mattress. I don't have other suit.
Then stay home. Why you must always go places?
Maybe you're right, Pasquale. Maybe I should buy a new suit. But I don't got the money. Pasquale?
No, I only lend money to son-in-law.
That's the trouble. Whenever you lend the money, it's got strings attached. Rosa's apron strings.
All right, go ahead. Go to meet and let the fine American ladies laugh at Luigi Basco. Sure, even Jim is ashamed of you.
It's not true. Jim is no ashamed.
Then why Miss Spaulding invite you, not the Jim?
Jimmy forget, that's why.
Sure. Well, it don't bother me. I'm not lending you no money. Only suit I buy you is a wedding suit. What do you say, my son?
Goodbye, Papa. Excuse me. Is this place you sell suits?
Yes?
You have suits here for speech making?
Oh, yes, indeedy. Just had a shipment returned from the Republican National Committee.
Good. Show me suit that's good for speech making.
Oh, you want something in tail?
I'm going to make a speech and not hang from tree.
Yes. Well, will you give me some idea? Do you like this suit I'm wearing?
If I take your suit, then you have to go home in underwear.
No, what I mean is, do you like this pattern? It's a herringbone.
Herringbone?
That's right.
Is a fine country where they make suits from herringbones. Must take a lot of little herring.
I've never counted them. Perhaps you'd like a businessman suit.
You mean he lent me his suit? I like my own, please.
Well, sir, for what purpose do you want this suit?
I have to make a speech at PTA meeting this afternoon. Maybe you like to come.
Oh, no, thank you. I couldn't stand the excitement. Tell me, is it formal or informal?
Is inside in school.
No, I mean, do you have to dress?
I'm only man there. Of course I got a dress. This is PTA meeting, not Turkish bath.
Well, sir, could you go for this suit? It comes with 2 pairs of pants.
Isn't no good.
I know 2 pairs of pants would make your legs look too lumpy.
Then why you try to sell it to me?
Because I'm just a great big sneak.
This is a nice suit here. This is a brown one. But why is pants so short?
Because it's a Boy Scout suit, and you get a knife with it.
How many blades?
I can't tell you. It's a military secret.
Look, please. I like a suit for making speech. You know, 70 years ago.
Of course. Well, why didn't you say so? Here's just the suit for you. It's our Gettysburg Address model.
Is it good enough for Abe Lincoln? Is it good enough for Luigi Pasco? I take it.
For the second act of Luigi Basco's adventures in Chicago, we turn to page 2 of his letter to his mother in Italy.
So, Mamma Mia, I buy myself suit for PTA meeting. Now all I have to do is pay 50 cents a week. In 1 year, I own a coat. In 1 more year, I also own the pants. Pants is striped, and the coat is empty in the front, but in back it sweeps the floor. Is it called a cutaway? This is what I do when I come home after meeting, because there's enough of material in back of coat for extra pair of pants. I also want to bring a present to ladies at the meeting, so I take a new thing called a money order that I get from lady customer, and I go to post office to cash it. Excuse me. You the postmaster?
Yes, I'm in charge of this branch.
You're just the man I want to see. I just received this paper from a lady.
That's a money order.
See, fellow who worked for you in gray suit, he tell me if I bring it here, you'll give me $10. Is it this right?
Yes. Have you any identification?
What do you mean?
Well, something to prove you're Luigi Basco. Have you a driver's license?
I don't even have a car.
Citizenship papers?
I know all the answers to questions, but I must wait a couple of years because...
Marriage license?
I'm single. If you know a nicer girl,
Yes. How about a birth certificate?
Is home in the family Bible.
Could you bring that?
Can't afford to take a trip to Italy just enough. If I get a money order for $1,000, then I go and I bring. But for $10, it's...
Well, you'll have to show me something.
Well, if nobody looks, I show birthmark on the ankle.
No, that won't do. Isn't there some way you can prove that you're Luigi Basco?
Mr. Postmaster, every morning when I get up, I look in the mirror. There I am.
But, Mr. Basco, the
It's
rule...
very simple. I prove the whole thing. Are you Luigi Basco?
Certainly not.
That the man over there on the line, is he Luigi Basco?
Probably not.
And the lady over there, she Luigi Basco?
I doubt it.
Then there's left only you and me. Are you Luigi Basco?
No.
Then who are you talking to?
I don't know.
I'm surprised you don't know me, Mr. Postmaster.
But why should I know you?
Because all the time I'm in this country, this post office handle all the letters I send.
Well, I give up. You're Luigi Basco.
Sure, I told you that first. You save a lot of time by not arguing with me.
I'll never do it again. Here's your $10. I'm sorry I ever took a civil service examination.
Don't feel badly. From now on, I buy all the stamps from this post office. Goodbye. America, I love you. You like a papa to me. Come on. Hello, Pasquale.
What do you want now, Luigi? More favor?
This time I do you a favor.
It's about the time.
You do me favor, I do you favor. Like Uncle Pietro say, if one hand is dirty, wash your both hands.
Please, don't bring your relations into this conversation. I'm busy.
Pasquale, how much you charge you for spaghetti?
With or without the meatball?
Without.
Cost more without the meatball. 65 cents a plate.
Not by plate. How much you charge by inch?
What, are you crazy? I never sell it by inch.
Then maybe you sell it by foot.
No. Smallest I sell is a yard.
How much is a yard?
For you, 10 cents.
Then how much I get for $10?
I think maybe you get a half a mile. Let me see. Is it 10 cents a yard? Is it 10 yards for $1?
See?
$10, you get 100 yards.
Okay, give me 100 yards spaghetti.
What do you mean to give? No money, no spaghetti.
Maybe I open a charge account with you.
You give me $10 a box of cash or money, then you open a charge account.
All right. Here is a $10.
Hey, where you get this?
Post office.
Since when is the post office giving away money?
It's a new thing. Ladies send me a little piece of paper. I take to the post office. I get the money. So now I buy spaghetti.
What are you going to do with all this spaghetti?
I bring it to PTA meeting.
Oh, you're still going to the meeting, eh?
Sure. I buy suit, I prepare speech, and now I bring the spaghetti.
That's a fine, Luigi. Look, here. I give you a couple of hundred of cards for my restaurant, and you give it to all of the ladies.
I'm a speaker, not a spaghetti salesman.
Well, when you speak, talk about this.
My speech is about education.
My spaghetti is very educational, Luigi.
But I don't know about spaghetti. I don't even know why they call it spaghetti.
That's a foolish. Is it long like a spaghetti, taste like a spaghetti? That's why they call it a spaghetti.
I don't think I do this, Pasquale.
I give you 10 yards extra, just in case the spaghetti shrinks.
Excuse me. Is Mr. Basco in?
What's the matter? Jimmy, you don't recognize me?
A cutaway. Is that you, Mr. Luigi?
Sure. Look like a movie star, huh?
Where you going?
To PTA meeting, Jimmy.
No.
Yes, and I bring them spaghetti and I make a long speech. You and Miss Spaulding will be so proud of me, you won't know what to do. Oh, I'm late. Goodbye, Jimmy.
I know what I'm going to do. Join the Foreign Legion. Hello? Miss Spaulding, please. It's important. Mamma mia. Miss Spaulding, this is Jimmy O'Connor. It's worse than I thought. He's all dressed up like a pallbearer, and he's going to make a speech that's full of statistics, and he's bringing a pot of spaghetti. Miss Spaulding? Miss Spaulding!
Oh, really, I think this is wonderful this afternoon. Oh, Miss Spaulding, this is quite an audience. It looks like the finest PTA meeting we've ever had.
What was that, Mrs. Pringle?
Yes, I said that it looks like the finest.
It does.
Good afternoon, Dr. Cartwright.
Well, it's nice seeing you again, Mrs. Pringle. I look forward to hearing you speak.
Oh, Dr. Cartwright.
Yes, Mrs. Wilson?
There's a man in a cutaway coat outside with a big pot of spaghetti.
Well, it must be a waiter who's made a mistake. Certainly no one here has ordered...
Hello. You, Dr. Cartwright, the principal, huh?
I am, but I didn't order any food.
I bring it. This is my present for PTA meeting. Here.
Ouch!
Excuse me. I put it on the table. Maybe you don't know me. I'm Luigi Basco.
Do you have a child in this school?
Sure. My boy Jimmy O'Connor. He's a pupil here.
So that's why you came.
Also because Miss Spaulding invited me to make a speech.
Miss Spaulding did what? Miss Spaulding?
Yes, Dr. Cartwright.
Did you invite Mr. Basco?
Hello, my teacher, Miss Spaulding.
Hello, Mr. Luigi.
Miss Spaulding, I prepared a short speech.
Well, Mr. Basco, I'm afraid there won't be any time for your speech.
That's all right. I wait.
The meeting will come to order. Will the ladies please find seats?
Yes.
Mr. Basco, I must ask you to sit down.
I promised Pasquale I give out his cards. Is his spaghetti.
Mr. Luigi, how could you?
Is all the people here live in the same neighborhood. Maybe they give Pasquale a little business. Is something wrong, Miss Spaulding?
No, everything's just fine.
That's the way I feel it, too.
I shall turn the chair over to our good friend, your chairman, Mrs. Wilson.
If he turn over chair, she fall down.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Me, too.
Yes, of course. Now, before we proceed, is there any old business?
I have all the business. Antiques.
Our first speaker is Mrs. Nelson Pringle. She will speak on our school system.
Spaghetti is getting cold.
We must have order. A great many of you may not like what I have to say, particularly about this school. As you know, my son is a pupil here, and I must say, from personal observation, I should think that our teachers here must recognize the need for greater discipline. If there is rowdyism, and we know there is, if our children find their excitement in the streets, then I think our teachers are at fault. And I suppose...
Please, I'd like to say something.
We don't matter, Laura. I had the floor. We must have order.
Mr. Pasco, please go quietly and quickly.
First I speak, then I go.
That's the person who brought the spaghetti.
Oh.
Yes, ladies are right. I bring spaghetti. Is because I think maybe you like. I make a mistake. I don't do this again. Excuse me. But it's not important now anyway. It's important what the ladies say about teachers. I'm only in this country a little while, and I don't know about schools like a lady. Also, only teacher I know is Miss Spaulding. And it's not her fault when the kids fight. Maybe it's the parents' fault, not teachers when the kids fight too much. If my Jimmy come home with a black eye, that's my fault. I don't teach you Jimmy right, but I try. I tell him this is a wonderful country because all kinds of people here. And children of all kinds of people. Little children, they don't know what it means to hate, to hurt. They learn about this from us, not from a teacher. All little children know is love. So it's up to us older people to show them. It's like old saying. Apple don't fall far from tree. We show them at home. We explain. Then they know. That's why. If it's bad, the children is not teachers' fault. It's sometimes parents' fault. Hello, Jimmy.
Hello, Mr. Luigi. Gee, you didn't stay long.
I think maybe too long.
Did you make your speech?
No. You're a smart boy, Jimmy. You know what was going to happen at the PTA meeting, huh?
No, boss, Was it really bad?
It was worse than that, Jimmy. I make a bigger fool.
Mr. Luigi.
Hello, Miss Spaulding. I'm sorry. I make you so ashamed.
Ashamed? You were wonderful. Your speech was inspiring.
But I think I look so foolish in this suit.
Well, it was a little too formal.
Boss, I'm proud of you.
I'm glad, Jimmy. And you know something? I was the only mother in a cutaway coat. So, dear Mamma Mia, I'm now a member Parent Teachers Association. From now on, I go to all the meetings. Who can tell? Maybe next year, I become a president. Then I be first the president of a women's club. Also, Mamma Mia, I sell my cutaway coat to Pasquale. He is putting a suit in Rosa's hope chest. One more thing. Today, I'm sending letter to man with the problem. How long does it take for Tom and Harry to dig a hole if they dig a hole together? I'm sending this letter to only man who knows the answer. John L. Lewis. Yes, your loving son, Louis.
Be sure to listen next week at the same time over most of these stations when Luigi Basco writes another letter to Mama Basco describing his adventures in America. Life with Luigi is a Cy Howard production and is written by Highcraft and Cy Howard and stars J.Carrol Nash as Luigi Basco with Alan Reed as Pasquale. Music is under the direction of Wilbur Hatch. Ladies and gentlemen, the grand prize for solving the secret sentence on the fast-moving CBS quiz show Hit the Jackpot is now worth the staggering sum of $22,000. Contestants in the studio and at home will have a chance to compete on Hit the Jackpot. Tonight, Bill Cullen will give you more clues to the secret sentence. Hit the Jackpot a little later tonight on most of these same stations. Bob Lamont speaking for CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.